Hello and welcome back to the NBA DFS Slate Breakdown for 12/3, December 3rd, Wednesday. We are back and come join us at Line Star. We have 4.8 stars on our apps, 7,100 plus ratings, and we got 4.8. People love us. Come join us. Come try us out. We do have an absolutely free trial. You can get the free trial through the app stores, Google, Apple, or going to our website, linestarapp.com, to get access to that. Now, let's dive in and let's get after it on this fine Wednesday afternoon. We had 9 games on FanDuel and on Draftkings. All of the games are fairly early today. So, starting position by position, we got Nah high owned at 6,500. We got him at 5.6x point projection versus the Clippers, who are just a total dumpster fire these days. But Nah just continually gets it done. We know he has a huge ceiling. He's been flirting right around 40 for, really a couple weeks now. I don't mind going here in this spot, which is a very productive one versus the Clippers at shooting guard. He's going to be firing away from 3. 6,500 is a fair price. Chalk is likely solid. Dyson Daniels next, another guy that's been flirting right around 40. I honestly would rather Nah than Daniels here, as there's just a little more ceiling with Nah. Now, if Daniels can get his 5-6 steals plus blocks and still do decently offensively, then he does have a ceiling. We just haven't seen one for a little while out of him. We haven't seen, there's been 2 46-point scores from him all year. And at, 7K, we really need a 40-point plus score. And there's only been a handful. So I don't mind Dyson Daniels. I think the chance for 6x is there. My issue is to get above that. So I like him. Fine having some, but not going to go super, super hard on Daniels. Miles Bridges, 4,900, 18% owned. Fine having a little bit, but let's get on to some pivots, and that is Jalen Suggs, 7,100 versus the Spurs. Spurs, very, very pace-up spot here. I shouldn't say pace up. Orlando has been playing faster than they used to, but it's a high-pace environment. The total pace, going over 205 is very, very good here. And he's up to big minutes. He's up to 30 minutes a game. And with that, we have a huge ceiling from Suggs in a good spot versus the Spurs, who are allowing the opponent point guard 27th overall. Other pivots we like here, we got Igor Damin, and I don't mind this spot versus the Bulls. Bulls are super beat up today. And we've seen him have a couple decent games and his minutes be able to get up there. He played 30 minutes versus Philly, 28, 27. If he's getting in that 28, 27 mark at 5.1K, I don't mind having some. The only issue here is even at 28 minutes, we only have a handful of 30-plus scores from him. Next, we got Trey Jones at 5,200. Now, the Bulls, pretty much everybody is on the injury report here. So the healthy guys are probably going to play big-time minutes, and that's the important thing here. I don't mind some Trey Jones. I think he's in an interesting spot. And obviously, the Nets really don't scare anybody. De'Aaron Fox, 8,600. I'm not going to quit him right now. Without Wemby, the dude has been an absolute stud, flirting with 50s pretty much every single game. And if he's not in the 50s, he's been mid-30s. So this is one of those spots where I like to go DFS-wise. Nobody wants to play him. There's a huge ceiling. I mean, we're playing to win, and give me a 50 burger at 8,600 is definitely a way to win, and it's a decent spot. Orlando's been 28th versus the point guard. It's a pace-up spot, high-pace game environment with a 236.5 total. I like De'Aaron Fox. If they stay into this game, he is likely why. Next, we got Anthony Black, 5,900. Dude has been a bucket lately. 34 minutes last game, 32, 28. As long as he's getting near 30 minutes, he's been solid, and he's been at 0.96 fantasy points per minute over the last 20, but over the last 5, up to 1.16. I absolutely love this spot for Anthony Black, and totally fine going back there today. Now, on to DraftKings, high owned. We got Black, Caleb Love, and Demen. Caleb Love, 4K. This is really just popping up because the lack of value on the slate. I don't love it, but if Trailblazers are missing a decent amount of guys to give him extra minutes, there's at least some ceiling. Just got to wait for more injury news coming out here. The men we covered, and let's get on over to shooting guard on FanDuel. We got we got Daniels, McBride, we covered them all. We got Suggs, we covered everybody, so we're just scooting on over to shooting guard on DraftKings, and Io at 5,800 we got to talk about, because if he is playing, we got to like him, as Bulls are just short on guys. The guys that are going to be playing for the Bulls are probably playing big-time minutes, and it's in a good spot versus the Nets, who nobody is scared of. Now, small forward on FanDuel, we got Harrison Barnes. I am sorry if you faded him last game or yesterday because of me. The man went nuts. But what I said yesterday goes today too. He is not somebody I can get behind and go with when he is super chalky. Now, he's only 4.5K, and he can give you a 30, so I understand if you want to go there. I just think a ceiling 2 nights in a row is extremely doubtful out of him. And as far as the chalky guys, he's probably the guy I would be trying to stay away from. Especially when more value comes out later throughout the day. Jalen Johnson, 10.2K, 20% owned. I mean, at the beginning of the season, if you told me he's 10K, I would have been surprised. But the man has been absolutely balling, and you got to just keep with that hot hand. At 10.2K, giving me 60s or 80-point ceiling, give it to me all day long versus the awful Clippers. Kamara, I don't mind at 5,700. Jeremy Grant, fine to stay in the Flames and stay with him. And let's get on over to small forward on DraftKings. We got Grant, Ayo, and Kamara. We have covered them all. 4,400 for Jarris Walker. Isn't the worst spot in the world, as he has played 27, 28 minutes when he's starting. And there's some ceiling there. We just got to make sure he is starting once again today. But at 4,400, you could do worse than a lower owned value play there. Power forward, FanDuel. Okongwu. Dude has been absolutely a beast. I'm going to have a ton of them. 7,300 is a fair price. The ceiling's there. Barnes we covered. Jalen we covered. Grant we covered. Let's get to Cat, Mobley, and Clowney. Cat at 9,100 with no Mitchell Robinson. He'll slide back into the center spot, and that is where he has the real ceiling potential. And with that, I'm not scared by the Hornets whatsoever. It is a 9.5 spread, so Hornets are going to want to stay into this for true ceiling situation. But if they do, it's a good matchup for Cat, which does give us real true ceiling. Now, Mobley expected to start at center. Anytime he is at center, you want all the Mobley you possibly can, and it's a decent spot versus the Trailblazers. Mobley just has such a high ceiling, can do so much for him. I'm fine going there. And Noah Clowney at 5,700. The man over the last, 5 games is averaging 28 fantasy points per game. He is 5,700, and he can definitely give you 6, 7, 8x, so I'm fine eating some or going to a super high pace matchup and a big pace bump in Clowney. Power forward, DraftKings, we got Grant. AD, no word on if he is playing yet or not, but as you never really know with him, but all considered, if he's playing, he's too good not to consider, especially at a depressed price point of 8,800. Center on FanDuel, Okongwu, Claxton, or Cat, Mobley, and then we got to talk about Claxton. 6,800, 13% owned versus the Bulls. Absolutely great spot. Overall rank is 29. It's a huge pace up spot, and Claxton can fill up the stat sheet, and we have seen him get up to 38 minutes. If he's getting 30 plus minutes, there is a giant ceiling for him. He could easily go 40, 50 points. So I think Claxton is a pretty obvious one and a huge pace up spot. And on to DraftKings. We got Claxton, Okongwu, and Goga. Go get 3,500. Look, minutes are going to be scarce, but he can do a lot in a little. And on DraftKings with the utility spot, it just opens up so much. Give me some Goga. I like the spot. And that'll do it for us today, guys. Please come join us at LionStar, $39.99 per month. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. It helps us a ton just to give you guys more free content. Talk to you all later. Peace.